Okay, it's been a while since I've seen this, or thought about it for that matter, but recently I've been seeing more and more people coming out saying that pineapple is good on pizza, and that they don't get what the big deal with it is. That's why I'm here. Pineapple on pizza is bad. It just doesn't taste good. But instead of accepting that some people have different opinions than me, I'm going to objectively prove through facts and logic why pineapple shouldn't go on pizza. To do that, I'm going to carefully take apart both components of Hawaiian pizza, pineapple and pizza, explain why they don't work together, and reach a natural conclusion. That conclusion being that pineapple pizza is bad, awful, and deserves to be locked up. To understand what's wrong with pineapple pizza, we first have to understand the pizza itself. The traditional pizza is made up of 3 separate parts: the bread, the cheese, and the sauce. Without all 3 of these things, a pizza cannot be. The bread and cheese are for the most part savory, and the sauce brings a little bit of acidity to the table to balance everything out. But if you were to sum up the flavor of pizza in a single word, it would be savory. But of course, a slice of pizza can be so much more than just that. Why? Because toppings. When a topping is introduced into the ecosystem of flavors that is a pizza, the dynamic changes. Before, the flavors of the pizza interacted with themselves, but now the pizza takes on a single form to accommodate the topping. Now there's the pizza and the topping. Probably the widest known and liked topping on pizza is pepperoni, which brings a little bit of spice to the proverbial table. The relationship is now pizza and spice, or whatever flavor pepperoni has. And this relationship works so well because of the similarities between pizza and pepperoni. They both have a sort of savory tang to them. Or onions. Onions have a lot of spice with a little bit of sweet in them, and that works really well with pizza's savoriness. Now, onions don't work because of the sweetness, or for that matter, spiciness, but because of the combo of flavors. But not every topping works on pizza. Have you ever had candy on pizza? It's awful. It mixes like the savoriness of pizza with this brazen, unapologetic sweetness. Now, are some people gonna like candy on pizza? Sure. But for the most part, people don't, and it makes sense why they don't. Candy and pizza just don't really work well together. And while theoretically any flavor can work with any other flavor, there tends to be some rules to it. And that's why I made this handy chart. We have on all 6, I think, flavors, chosen by yours truly: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, savory, and spicy. Opposites on the wheel generally work best together. They can take 2 simple flavors and make a complex one out of them. For example, sweet and bitter. Why else do people put sugar in their coffee? It balances out the flavor to make a better and overall more complex flavor. This shit is great. So now that we have a general framework for pizza and topping combinations, we can move on to when you go to the store and pick out a can of pineapple, you aren't exactly getting the freshest thing ever. Canned pineapple, when cooked onto pizza, takes an already not so kosher food and sucks any complex flavor out of it, leaving you with a yellow chunk of sugar. And if you're the type of person to like sugar on your pizza, then this video is not for you. There's something fundamentally wrong with you. But at least sugar on pizza is essentially the worst of what pineapple can do, right? Right? Let me ask you a question. Do you like soda? Do you like pizza? If you answered no, then you're either a healthy human being or an alien. But needless, most of us do. Okay, just one more question. Have you ever accidentally poured soda on your pizza? It sucks, right? It makes your pizza disgusting looking and tasty. When you put pineapple on your pizza, you're essentially pouring a giant glass of soda on your slice of pizza. Despite being cooked and losing all of its freshness, pineapple still manages to maintain a lot of the water inside the actual fruit, effectively making it like I said, pouring a glass of soda on your pizza. And nobody likes that. See, the problem with pineapple pizza isn't either the components themselves, but rather what amalgamation they make when they form together. Do you see what I'm getting at? Usually when you have a main element to a dish that's a certain flavor, say savory in pizza's example, a nice complement to that could be pepperoni, spicy, or dare I say, even something salty. But a complete 180 of tastes from savory to sweet. You know what, it's not even a 180, it's more like a 160 from savory to sweet, which if anything, only makes the taste more unsettling. A 180 of taste would be something sour, and like we've talked about, that can be a good thing, it can balance out a dish. But here, you're merely mixing the proverbial food colors to make it brown. And if anything, the commonly added ham to Hawaiian pizza just makes everything worse. I mean, come on, savory, sweet, and salty? Listen, as much as I shit on pineapple pizza, I understand why some people like it. And just because I have my reasons for not liking it, doesn't mean that I want everyone to stop eating this. All I am saying is that if you eat pineapple pizza, you're an actual vegan and have no real taste. Okay, bye.